Hi everyone, welcome to Dinner Time to Heal. Today I make for you a complete meal, cabbage, carrots, and meatloaf. I'm going to show you how to make it healthy, less oil, and safer on the heart. It's easy to make, healthy, delicious. My friends, it's a decadent. Let's get started. We're going to start with onions and garlic to give it time to set and release a lot of the sulfur compounds that cause that nasty, embarrassing flatulence. I have here a sweet onion. I cut the onion into long, slender slices, about a fourth of the onion, put it in a bowl, and set it aside. Next up, go ahead and take the same amount of onion, about a fourth of this yummy, crispy, sweet onion, dice it. Put it in two separate bowls, not equal parts though. One needs to have more than the other because one is going to go into the meatloaf while the other one is going to be served with the carrots. Place them in a bowl and set them aside. Well, as you see, Bishop Mariam forgot to do the garlic. That's okay. As you see, I have here some beautiful, crispy red and green bell pepper. You want to go ahead and take out the same amount, 1/4 from each. Slice it long ways, turn it to the side, and go ahead and begin to dice it. Put them in a bowl and set it aside for later. You can go ahead and put it in the same bowl that had the largest amount of diced onions because that's what's going to go into our meatloaf. And then take about 3 to 4 medium to large cloves of garlic and mince and put them in a bowl and set it aside. I won't pretend like it's going to just completely get rid of the gas. It's going to take it all away. No, but it will lessen it. Now you guys see I have this most beautiful green cabbage here. Oh my gosh, I saw this at Kroger's and said yes. This one's coming home with me. It was so pretty. Just remove the outer shell. And you know that hard core? This is my hack. You take off the end. You turn it to the side. You split it down the middle. And as you see here, you could see that big old thick hard core. Nobody wants to see that. It changes the consistency and the texture. I don't like it. It really doesn't become flavorful like the rest of the cabbage, so we take it off. We take the sides and then cut the back side, and it just pops right out. You might need to kind of coerce it a little bit, but it just makes life so much easier. You go ahead and chop it long ways, turn it to the side, and chop it into the bite-sized pieces that best serve you well. I like it really small. And then guys, we're going to put this in a bowl and place it aside, and we're going to start on our meatloaf next. Well, before we put our cabbage in and start on our meatloaf, I have to introduce to you my latest gift to Dinner Time to Heal, the Awakening Phoenix Living with Disability Healing LLC. Guys, this is the new Ninja. I already have the blender, so I'm so excited that I have this cookware. It's red. It goes in my kitchen really well. It's thick, it's non-stick, it's heavy. This is some quality stuff. This is my first time cooking on it. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, it has a silicone handle, so it can go into the oven, I think up to 400 or maybe 375. I'm so grateful. So we start with an oiled pot, And then we put in our sliced onions until they turn translucent. Once they become a little bit of clear, translucent, you go ahead and add in a healthy dash each of about 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. I have here coarse kosher salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder, Italian seasoning, and a generous amount of paprika. Stir to combine well. You guys already know this is dinner time to heal. Stirring the food, you're putting in your energy. Keep your thoughts positive. You're going to be eating that energy and it's going to heal you. So make sure what you put into it is good. So yeah, for the next step, we're going to go ahead and put in our beautiful green cabbage, add in a little bit of more salt and pepper, and about a half piece of chicken bouillon or vegetable bouillon cube. Go ahead and put in enough water to just simply make your cabbage float and cover it. Stir it well. Place the top on, and let's move on to our meatloaf. Oh, this is probably going to cook for at least a good 40 minutes, so keep it on a medium heat. Next up, we're going to work on our meatloaf. Guys, I have a vegan meatloaf that will blow your mind. Let me know if you want me to show you how I make it. So this is probably 1.5 pounds, really, of 80-20 ground beef. We're going to go ahead and season it with a big, healthy dash, guys. Maybe 1.5 teaspoons to a tablespoon each, depending on your preference. I don't like it that much salty, so that's a preference. I put in that big dash of coarse kosher salt, black pepper, Italian seasoning, both garlic and onion powder. I'm going to go ahead and use Italian flavored panko breadcrumbs and 1 medium-sized egg. I go ahead and, there's an option. You can go ahead and put some red pepper flakes in there, guys. It doesn't hurt anything. It just boosts the flavor. I'm going to mix it well, form it into a nice kind of shape, a loaf shape. I think it looks like a log. It's gonna be good. We're gonna put it on the foil, place it in our oven for 375 for 45 minutes to an hour, depending on your oven. We're gonna let it rest inside the oven while it's cooling, so it will cook the rest of the way. Guys, I'm not playing. This is the bomb. This is what I call delicious. It's nostalgic. You guys know what it do. One thing I did forget to mention was putting in your garlic and your bell peppers and onions before making your meatloaf. Now we're going to go ahead and start on these beautiful organic carrots. You can go ahead and use regular ones, but I saw these at Kroger's. They looked good, guys. I went ahead and chopped off the leaves already. You go ahead and remove the bottom and the tops. And then we're going to go ahead and run this through some water and clean them off. We're going to go ahead and clean off all of the dirt and pesticides. And I'm going to use a serrated knife. This is a preference thing. You don't have to take off the skin of your carrots, but that's what I'm going to do here. And then I'm going to go ahead and place them on a plate and let them dry a little bit. We're going to go ahead and use about a tablespoon of olive oil. And we're going to rub it all over the carrots, making sure that it is spread evenly. on the bottom and the top of the carrot as well. And then we're going to go ahead and start to season our carrots. We're going to use a very small pinch. You don't really need a whole lot here because the combination is really going to make the other ingredients even more powerful. It's the combination of these spices and flavorings that I'm using for the carrots. Guys, this is the combination you want. Your house is going to smell so good. So you just put in a small dash or pinch of coarse kosher salt, black pepper, garlic and onion powder, fresh or dried thyme, and cinnamon. You're going to mix it up well. You're going to make sure that all of these seasonings, are even on the carrots. And you might even want to put in some extra thyme. Go ahead and foil a baking sheet and place in about a half a cup of water. Guys, I know the carrots are oiled, but trust me, if you skip this step, they will burn and stick. The flavor, all the seasonings you put in, they will also burn. It will taste burnt. We don't want that. So the steam also softens the carrots just so perfect. Put it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes for 375. So as you see, I put on that foil very loosely. If you put it on tight, the evaporation will happen and it will burn quicker. So next up, we're going to go ahead and take our last little bowl that we set aside of the diced onions, put in the rest of our garlic, and then we're going to go ahead and put in some cinnamon, guys, some dark grade A maple syrup, and the special ingredient here is pecans. I have here some pecans that are praline. Here in the Midwest, we love our praline pecans. They're so good. Oh my gosh. You don't really need that much maple syrup with this. You could take your little bowl, crush them up, put them in, stir it up, guys, and 10 to 15 minutes later, we're going to remove our carrots from the oven, remove the foil. We might have to go ahead and put in some more liquid. I have here probably about 4 tablespoons extra. And then we're going to take our little mixture here with our pecans, garlic, cinnamon, onions. You're going to mix it up. Put it on the top of your carrots. Put your carrots back in the oven for another good 5 to 7 minutes. Guys, it's go time. After the carrots are done, so is everything else. And it's time to plate. It's time to serve this yummy deliciousness. Yes. Yes, my friends, this meatloaf looks spectacular. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. The steam coming off of it is emanating this. I can smell the bell peppers. I can smell the garlic. I can smell the onions. My gosh, I can't wait to cut into this and see. I told you, a little 45 minutes to an hour. Look how juicy this is. It's cooked all the way. This is not medium well. This is well done. This meatloaf is well done, yet still moist. That's how you gets it done. The carrots, absolutely gorgeous. Let's put this on a white plate, and it'll just feature all the beautiful colors. These are such warm colors. You have a warm green, you have the warm orange, the beautiful browns of the pecans, and the meatloaf with the red and green in it. Oh my gosh, this is a colorful plate. It's comforting for the eyes and for the palate. It's filling. You guys, you can take this, and it has a lot of liquid inside the cabbage. I do this all the time. You can take the cabbage, put it in a bowl with some of that liquid, chop up your carrots, and crumble in the meatloaf. It makes the best soup ever. Maybe throw in some tomatoes. Guys, this is so easy to make. It's fun to make. It's healthy. It's delicious. My friends, this is decadent. This is a perfect dinner for Sunday. It's a perfect dinner that you can stretch out for the week. You can use the ingredients and create different meals. My goodness, who doesn't like a meatloaf sandwich? This is decadent, my friends. The ultimate complete meal is meatloaf, cabbage, and carrots. It's dinner time. God's child to heal. Here's to your health. Thank you for watching. If you've been blessed by this content, help the phoenixhealingministries.org grow and subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up and share our content. You're worth it. You're worthy. You're enough. You're God's child. And as always, it is not just your spirituality that can define your journey. It's your journey that can define your spirituality.